I'm curious to hear from Landon. Was it a gradual process for you to kind of work through these fears or whatever was, you know, your fear of commitment or staying with the relationship? Or did something just happen suddenly? I mean, how did you make that transition? Because that's especially at our
I'd
age,
say it was gradual. It was gradual. I mean, it even started off with me almost not wanting to walk down the street with Diane because she wasn't my partner and like that.
That was his picture,
and
right?
you know, and then somebody said, "You two really look good together."
It's all about image.
And I went, wait a minute.
It was a plant.
And I said, wait a minute. What? I mean, and the thing is that I was struggling, which you'll read about in the book. I was struggling with this whole aspect. How does my perception change? I'd written about it in Living Awake, the whole perceptive mechanism. I had seen myself in the mirror. Sometimes I look good, and sometimes I don't. And where does that generate from? Where does that come from? How do you consciously shift your perceptive mechanism so it is you start to see what it is that you intend to see? And Diane kept saying, "You're the only man that's ever told me I was not attractive."
I had other ways I wasn't good enough, but that one I
Yeah,
thought
I'm just like, what? You know? I mean, not in that department, you know? And here I was. Anyway, so it was kind of like we have this great connection. It's real. And I kept having to surrender to the reality. Then I had this stuff that I was working on. So I have to say that it was layers. You know, and then, I mean, it was just layers and layers and layers. And finally, it kind of ended with when I got that she isn't it was actually just a reflection of this isn't it. And that this isn't it was the burden I had carried for 67, well, I'm 70 now, whatever, you know, 68 years at that time, let's say, 67, whatever it is. And that was the thing, that the actual decision I'd made, conclusion I'd drawn, literally at birth. I'm being born, I'm coming up, and I'm going, this can't be what I've been, you know, this can't be it. I mean, it's noisy, it's chaotic, you know, it hurts my skin, I'm not, you know, I'm hungry, I'm whatever, all that chaos, etc. And that has, anyway, so that was kind of the last thing. And then I came back from New Zealand, and I hadn't even expected to ask Diane to marry me. But it was just, there we were, and it was like, that was the next thing.
Oh.